So notice is hereby given of the regular meeting of the Board of Education of the Town of Westfield in the County of Union, New Jersey at 7 p.m. on the evening of Tuesday, May 7th at Jefferson School, 1200 Boulevard, Westfield, New Jersey. The purpose of the meeting is to transact the regular business of the board and to transact any other business to come properly before the board. This is to advise the general public and to instruct that it be recorded in the minutes that in compliance with Chapter 231 of Public Laws of 1975, entitled the Open Public Meetings Act, the Westfield School Board on Thursday, May 2nd, caused to be posted at the office of the Board of Education, located at 302 Elm Street, Westfield, New Jersey, and delivered to the Westfield Leader, the Star Ledger, the Westfield Library, Town Clerk of Westfield, Tap into Westfield, and Patch.com, a meeting notice setting forth the time, date, and location of this meeting. Dana, may I have a roll call?
Michael Beelan. Here. Kent Diamond. Here. Brendan Galligan. Here. Robert Garrison. Here. Brian Morrissey. Gretchen Oleg. Here. Tara Porto. Here. Peggy Astor.
Here.
Amy Root.
Okay, Tara, would you like to lead us in a flag salute?
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. This week is National Teacher Appreciation Week, so it is fitting that we begin our meeting with a special tribute to the teaching profession. I'll now turn the meeting over to Dr. Dolan to begin the presentation.
Thank you. So, it's true, I really do say this every year, but this meeting, when we celebrate the Phil Hauer winner, is absolutely our favorite meeting of the year. And it's because we do get to celebrate our elementary teachers, and those are the people who build the foundation of learning, both academically and socially, for all of our students. And this, amazingly, is the 27th year that the Rotary Club of Westfield has sponsored this annual competition, which is known as the Phil Hauer Award, to recognize outstanding teacher at the elementary school level. And each year, as I told the class last week, only one teacher is selected from all the 6 elementary schools in Westfield, based on nominations by students, former students, parents, and colleagues. This year's Phil Hauer Award winner is an exceptional educator here at Jefferson School, 4th grade teacher, Mrs. Anna Carissimo. And And so that Jefferson School can start their celebration, I'll now turn this over to Dr. Susie Hung, principal of Jefferson School.
Well, that was really impressive, everyone. Thank you so much. Besides Ms. Carissimo standing, I'd like to, all the educators, teachers, please stand, and let's give them all a round of applause. Current teachers, former teachers, thank you. Thank you for all you do. Thank you so much. Before I get started, I just want to thank everyone who really helped make this evening very special for all of us. Between the custodians putting up 300 chairs and setting everything, the Board of Education, the administration, our teachers, our colleagues, former teachers who retired are here this evening. Thank you so much for coming. We have Ms. Carissimo's, almost the whole class that could make it, and the parents and former students and former parents. Thank you so much for coming back here. We really, really enjoy having you here, so thank you. A special thank you to Ms. Woodfield and Ms. Ciotti, because, Ms. Ciotti and her artistic ability with the kids, wonderful. And of course, Ms. Woodfield, our teacher who's been here for a long time and the children adore. She'll be retiring soon, but she has something special for Ms. Carissimo with the class before she goes. So we're looking for that little treat soon. So I'm going to start, and of course I prepared something because I have so much to say, and if I keep talking, it'll take a long time. The Jefferson community, we are so pleased that Ms. Carissimo is selected as this year's Phil Howard Fellowship Award recipient. Ms. Carissimo has been teaching in Westfield since September 2000, and thus far she has taught around 400 students at Jefferson School. For those of you who know Mrs. Carissimo, I am sure you will agree that she is highly positive, highly enthusiastic, and exudes warmth and caring to everyone she knows and she meets. It is evident each day that Mrs. Carissimo loves being a teacher. She establishes strong relationships with her students. She motivates and encourages them to work hard and always try their best. She treats the students with kindness, and they have great respect for her. Mrs. Carissimo establishes an organized, structured, and respectful classroom where students are comfortable to take learning risks. Following curriculum guidelines, she designs lessons that are engaging for students of varying abilities. She has the intuitive nature that makes her an excellent teacher. As you will hear from parents, Mrs. Carissimo is a teacher who goes above and beyond for the students and for the families. She is proactive in communicating with parents to share good news and any areas of concern. She has a gift for reaching all students. She connects with them to support their social and emotional needs, in addition to varying instruction to meet their academic needs. To be a great teacher, you have to be reflective and you have to love learning. Mrs. Carissimo has a bachelor's degree in elementary education and sociology and a master's degree in literacy. In recent years, she has been taking graduate courses and enrolling in workshops to further develop her craft. Mrs. Carissimo contributes greatly to our school community. She is a positive staff member and a role model for others, especially new teachers. This semester, she volunteered to host an aspiring future teacher field intern, Mr. Milan. He is very fortunate to learn from one of our best. Throughout Mrs. Carissimo's 19 years at Jefferson, she frequently volunteers for extra activities and events. This year alone, she has continued to serve as a fourth grade team captain to coordinate the grade level's efforts. She is a member of the Sunshine Committee. Are you shocked? She's full of sunshine. And of course, School Spirit Committee. She also shares her tech-savvy skills with her colleagues regularly. With our elementary school's transition to standards-based report card for the fall, she also served on the fourth grade committee to review and revise our rubrics. She will be back here on Thursday night, today's Tuesday, Thursday night again to answer any questions about our new report card coming up. As the principal of Jefferson School, I am more than proud to work with such a dedicated teacher. Congratulations, Mrs. Carissimo. You represent the Westfield faculty extremely well. Thank you for all you do. You are very well deserving of the Phil Howard Fellowship Award this year. Thank you. All right, at this time, we have Mrs. Woodfield. She's going to have the children come up in an orderly manner to do a little song. Turn it? Can I turn the time? Okay. They can't move it. Yes.
Okay, so can we just move around this way, come behind it? Back up behind it? Wonderful, okay.
Back.
Yes, you want to be,
And I'll squeeze through.
He's gonna have to face it towards us because we're really loud. Well, I don't think we need it. We're not that loud.
Just watch that you don't trip on that, okay?
Little bit lower. Okay, that's right. It's like, yes. Miss Carissimo, thank you. You're the best, it's true.
so much for caring, though you're driving you insane.
That's true.
Thanks so much for sharing all the knowledge in your brain. Miss Carissima, thank you. You're the best, it's true. Take a bow, we thank you now for everything you do. Take a bow, we thank you now for everything you do. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Thank you! Bow.
Okay, so that was wonderful, boys and girls. Miss Whitfield, thank you so much. It was wonderful. Thank you. We tried to keep that a secret, but there were a couple occasions where I had to get Mrs. Christmas out of the classroom, and she didn't want to leave. I said, "Take your things. We have to go. We have a meeting." "We do?" "Yes, we do. Let's go." So at this time, I'd like to have Mrs. Carissimo please come up and share a few words with everyone.
Oh my goodness. I barely could speak right now, so I want to just tell you that I promised myself I would only make this speech 1 page long, and I started with 16 size font, and now it's 10. But I promise to be brief, but I am overwhelmed. I'm just overwhelmed by seeing all of your faces here. And I want to begin by thanking each and every one of you for joining me tonight as I receive the Charles Philhauer Fellowship Award. I am humbled by your heartfelt words, and it is truly an honor to be recognized by the community in such a special way. Thank you to the Rotary Club of Westfield for nominating me for this honor. Thank you, Dr. Dolan and the Westfield Board of Education for allowing me the opportunity to work in this community of inspirational teachers, students, and families. You guys were amazing. That song was perfect. Oh, it's just perfect. Thank you to the Westfield Education Association, especially President Gail Alston and Kim Schumacher, who have been instrumental in my success. Dr. Hung, thank you for recognizing my passion and empowering me to learn and grow both personally and professionally. Teaching and learning have always been a part of who I am. My parents have always had such a deep respect for teachers and instilled in me the belief that there is no nobler profession. I am so blessed to have them both here today to share in this honor. Mom, Dad, I love you both, and I would not be here today without your unending love and support. I have also been blessed to have an educator and lifelong role model in my family, Mr. Salvatore Di Simone. He's the best. My Uncle Sal began teaching Spanish here in Westfield when I was a teenager and went on to become the principal of Tamaqua School. He was instrumental throughout my journey and helped guide me on the path that led me right here to Jefferson School. Uncle Sal, thank you so much for being here tonight to help me celebrate this honor. To my students, every one of you, and the amazing families of Jefferson School. You are truly the best. The personal connections I have made with you over the past 19 years brings me unending joy. Putting smiles on your faces, encouraging you to try something new, seeing your progress after a long struggle, and building lasting relationships with all of you are things that no other profession can provide. There is nothing better than my former students, many of you here tonight, coming back to visit, seeing how you've all grown and matured into smart, successful young adults. My earliest students have graduated college and are starting their own careers, several in the teaching profession. I know what you're thinking. There's no way I could be that old. Each year, I post our class picture on our wall of fame. Every student I have ever had is a priceless gift and has a special place, not only on that wall, but also in my heart. I was first welcomed to these halls by Dr. Jordan Schiff, who made a lasting impact on me as a young teacher with his meaningful feedback and strong words of encouragement. I was also inspired by Mrs. Jeannie Munoz, who treated her staff like a family and encouraged me to be a lifelong learner. Most importantly, to the teachers and staff of Jefferson School. Each and every one of you are truly amazing people. Looking around the room tonight, we are surrounded by Jefferson's rock stars from both the past and the present. Woo! Yes. From day one, I have been mentored by so many legends. Roberta Geyer, A.J. Sabag, Mary Jo Julis, Diana Collins, Karen Eula, Claudia Andreski, Cindy Anzel, Maureen Ferraro, Kareem Thompson, and so many others. I could name every single one. They are the example of the caliber of teaching I can only hope to provide to my students. Every day, when things are going great, and even when they're not, we are always here to support each other and lift each other up. It is an honor to be among you as a part of the Jefferson School family. I'm especially grateful to Tanya Bazink and Patricia Merlot, two strong women and inspiring educators who are my lifelong friends. Finally, I would like to thank my amazingly supportive husband, Joe, and my tech support, and my beautiful daughter, Isabella, who make me feel like I've won an award every single day. Making them and all of you feel proud is just an indescribable feeling. I am truly humbled by this honor. Thank you, every one of you, from the bottom of my heart. Thank you.
Thank you, Mrs. Carissimo. I should have bet money that you were going to cry. I'm sure you all sensed and felt that warmth that comes from Mrs. Carissimo. She really is amazing, so we are so proud of her. At this time, I'd like to call Ms. Bazink and Ms. Merlot up, please, as her colleagues at the Jefferson community.
Thank you. We are so in awe of this night, it's so well deserved. But anyone who knows Anna Carissimo knows that her unique gift is bringing people together. You know that as her students, as families, and we know that as her colleagues. So it's our pleasure, Mrs. Merlot and I have the pleasure of reading to you from our heart all of the amazing traits that Anna Carissimo we know has. So, Anna, as you know, has dedicated herself to Jefferson School for the past 20 almost years. She undoubtedly is the face, heart, and future of Jefferson. And we really collaborated that whole theme together because we had to come up with a theme because that's what teachers do. So we thought, what will be our theme to really embark on this letter? So we thought the face, the heart, and the future of Jefferson was the perfect theme for Anna.
So I'll start with the face. Anna's positivity radiates from the very moment she arrives. She greets each new day with a vision and a desire to bring out the best in others. Her smile is heartwarming, and her laughter sends good vibes throughout the hallways of Jefferson. Anna is accountable for many of the responsibilities that typically occur here each day. As a safety patrol supervisor, she organizes and directs the 5th grade patrols to their posts and encourages them to lead by example. In addition, the success of our STEAM program at Jefferson can be traced to the time and effort put forth by Anna. She has spearheaded the logistics that go into planning and organizing such a fantastic school-wide endeavor, which benefits both students and our Jefferson PTO. Her passion for science and technology is clearly evident in the STEAM classes that she teaches as well. Anna never shies away from making glow-in-the-dark slime or creating some other crazy concoction that she knows kids will absolutely love.
Most recently, Mrs. Carissimo wrote and requested a PTO mini grant for the 4th grade to obtain and utilize snap circuit sets as an extension to our energy science unit. And wouldn't you agree, 4th graders, that you are having an amazing time working on those snap circuits, building circuits together in a group work and in meaningful ways. As our team leader of the 4th grade, Mrs. Carissimo conveys and communicates closely with us as colleagues. Not only does she help promote success among our 4th grade team, but also extends herself to assist as an instructional technology specialist. Anna will literally give every inch of her time to anyone in need of technology assistance. She embraces questions on any level of difficulty with open arms and without judgment. I can attest to that. Additionally, Mrs. Carissimo's supportive involvement as a WEA representative has had a tremendous impact on the well-being of our Jefferson staff.
As someone wise once said, people will remember you by what you say and how you make others feel. Anyone who knows Anna feels that her heart is always in the right place. She has empathy and compassion for those who seek her out. It is not uncommon to see Anna assisting colleagues in one-on-one or in small group situations. Furthermore, she makes herself available before school to help struggling students or give parents a reassuring ear. Mrs. Carissimo is always aware that each new day brings a fresh start to her students. Her morning smile as she greets each child conveys her positive energy as they enter the classroom, making them feel secure, comfortable, and ready to learn. These are only a few of the many ways that Anna touches the lives of others.
Anna's vision for Jefferson School has been steadfast and unwavering. She empowers students' intellectual and social-emotional growth by staying true to her own professional development. She is motivated to put herself in the position of a learner by continuing her postgraduate work at the College of New Jersey so that she is able to engage her students most effectively. Anna continues to be a beacon of light for Jefferson School. Her innate ability to encourage, motivate, and inspire others will continue to strengthen the fabric of our school community for years to come.
Congratulations, Anna. We're so very proud of you.
Thank you, Mrs. Bazink. Thank you, Mrs. Bazink. And Mrs. Merlot. Okay, at this time, we have Ms. Ferraro here with the students. All right, come on up.
Wait, go backwards. W. With Miss Charisma, our days in fourth grade are much brighter. E. Everything turns out better with Miss Charisma by our side. Heart. Miss Charisma teaches us from her heart. M. Many creative lessons that inspire us each day. R. Remembers all the important details about each one of our students. S. Shares her expertise in technology with her class and fellow teachers. C. Cares about each student as unique individuals. Exclamation point. I remember how Mrs. Charisma makes learning fun. No, math fun. By making us laugh and keeping us interested. Exclamation point. I remember using snap circuits when we made a propeller flying here. Exclamation point. I remember morning meetings because it was fun getting to learn more about each other. We love Mrs. Charisma.
Thank you so much. That was great. Thank you, Ms. Ferraro. All right, at this time, I would like Ms. Linson to come up. She's one of our parents. Thank you.
It's a tough act to follow. All right, I'm going to try not to cry. I have my support team here. Good evening. I am honored to speak tonight about Mrs. Carissimo. See, I'm crying already. For those of you who do not know me, I'm Cindy Linson. These are my children, Jack, Hannah, and Alex. We have two who are currently at Edison in 8th and 6th grade, and then Hannah is currently 5th grader in Mr. Thompson's class. We have been blessed to have countless moments of joy and truly phenomenal teachers here at Jefferson School. However, as you know, tonight, one specific teacher stands out among them all, Mrs. Carissimo. From the very first moment you meet Mrs. Carissimo, she instantly grabs you with her warm smile, her kind eyes, and her open heart. She makes everyone feel welcome, teaches to multiple learning styles, and remains fair, kind, and encouraging. She has this amazing charisma and shines as bright as the sun. The Linson crew, right here, has a special bond with Mrs. Carissimo. We were in her class for 4 out of 5 years, starting with our oldest son, Jack, who had her for 3rd and 4th grade. Amazing. Then followed by Alex for 2 years later, and then finally Hannah just last year. I was very fortunate to be able to spend time in Mrs. Carissimo's class on and off throughout the years. As a former teacher myself, I kind of, look at stuff and hear stuff. So I will tell you, her lessons were not just copied out of a book or memorized from some lesson plan she wrote a week ago, but instead, Mrs. Carissimo combines concepts, lessons, and curricular content to create memorable, hands-on experiences for all of her students, allowing them to truly grasp not only the material, but important parts such as how, why, and what if. She encourages her students to think out of the box, to see the bigger picture, and to just give it a try. Mrs. Carissimo also recognizes when a planned lesson needs to be put on hold for a teachable moment, like when an experiment goes wrong, or a conversation takes a sharp turn in a different direction on a more important topic, or maybe something comes up in the lunchroom that just needs some special attention. It is a vital skill for a teacher to be able to recognize valuable, teachable moments. Some of life's best lessons come from them. I asked my kids their thoughts, memories, and feelings about Mrs. Carissimo. Jack said, "I loved being in Mrs. Carissimo's class for 2 years. She always made us feel like we could be successful even when we struggled. She taught us that struggling is part of the journey to success and to never give up." Very profound, Jack. You did well, see? Alex said, "Mrs. Carissimo always smiles. She made learning fun and interesting. We used computers, did projects, science experiments, and worked in groups. That was cool because we got to learn from and help each other." Hannah said, "I love Mrs. Carissimo. She's always fair, fun, and encouraging. I will always remember her. I think she's one of the greatest teachers ever." And I agree. Mrs. Carissimo, you are one of the greatest teachers ever. And you truly deserve this award. Margaret Sangster wrote, "No one should teach who is not in love with teaching. And it is plain to see just how much teaching means to you. It shows every day, and we are so grateful." Congratulations.
Thank you to the Linson crew. At this time, I believe we have some fourth graders who would like to speak. Can you stand, okay, and come up here if you can line up? All right, Jack, you want to be first? Go ahead. All right, Jack. Fix you up. Okay, I'm going to bring this down. Okay, you want to stand a little closer?
Sure.
All right.
Okay, so she is nice because, oh wait. My name is Jack Hamill and I'm Mrs. Carissimo's teacher. She is a student. She is so nice and thoughtful. She makes our learning very fun and make activities really fun. And there's lots more things, but I didn't have time to think about it because I had like 1 hour to do it. And you're one of the best teachers.
Okay, so if I can read this right. Hi, my name is Reagan Stevens, and I'm in Miss Carissimo's class. I think Miss Carissimo deserves this award because she helped me learn and made learning more fun than it was before. She's very kind and is the best teacher I've ever had. I can't think of anyone better for this award. She helped me grow and get ready for 5th grade. I'm very happy for Miss Carissimo, and I will never forget this year. Thank you, Miss Carissimo.
Hi, my name is Marissa. I'm also in Miss Carissimo's class. Miss Carissimo deserves this award because she has been a great teacher ever since I started 4th grade. She helps my class and I all year long, even in struggles. She also deserves this award because even when we're not our best behavior, Miss Carissimo always has a smile on her face to brighten our day. 4th grade can be a hard transitional year, but Miss Carissimo is there every step of the way. She is also going above and beyond for myself and my fellow students. I want to give the biggest congratulations to not only the most deserving, but one of my favorite teachers.
Hi, my name is Nina Rodriguez.
And I'm Madison Alstrom.
And we are students of Mrs. Carissimo. There could not be a more deserving teacher to win this award.
She teaches us lots of things to prepare us for 5th grade.
Also, we do lots of fun and exciting stuff.
For example, we play math games, go on computers, and more.
I learned so many things in her classroom.
Same here.
We are so happy for her and grateful that we are in her classroom. Thank you.
My name is Georgia Morelli, and I'm in Miss Carissimo's 4th grade class. Miss Carissimo is an awesome and talented teacher. She deserves this award because she always encourages her students to do their best. When a kid in her class is having a hard time, she always says, "You can do it," or "Stay positive." Miss Carissimo also welcomes us nicely every morning with a smile. She's
Also so nice. She's very supportive when we have a right day. She's always there for us. She's understanding if people forget their homework and if they forget to hand in forms. And she always tries to help. She's always there for us. Go, Miss Carissimo.
My name is Luke Jenner, and I'm in Mrs. Carissimo's class this year. She does a great job teaching us, and she has helped me so much this year. Every morning, she gives me a checklist with the things I need to complete for the day, and it helps me a lot. She has done a great job preparing us for park this year, and I think she deserved this award.
My name is Alyssa Sargent, and I am Mrs. Carissimo's class currently this year. First off, I just want to say thank you, Mrs. Carissimo, for being the best teacher for not only this class, but your past 19 classes. You've been super loving and kind to the class and me. I'm so glad she had this opportunity in her career, as she really deserves this award. And I wish her the best of luck in her future. I want to thank you. I want to thank you for being our teacher and being in the classroom, ready to teach us every morning. Congratulations. Congratulations for the award, and you deserved it. Thank you, Mrs. Carissimo. You were the best, and we love you.
Hi, my name is Rocco. I think Miss Carissimo deserves this reward because she's always positive, she's above and beyond, and she's the best teacher in the world. Thank you.
Thank you, everyone. That was wonderful. Our PTO co-presidents, we have the presentation of flowers for Mrs. Carissimo. Thank you. Thank you, Mrs. Rotella. Thank you, Ms. Kohlhofer. Congratulations again. All right. Thank you.
So Peggy has very generously allowed me to represent the board tonight because, like so many of you, two of my boys also had Mrs. Carissimo. And we feel like a very lucky family because of it. I actually reached out to one of them today who's finishing up his college finals at freshman year, which is impossible since we haven't gotten any older, but clearly time marches on. And I asked him what he remembered about you, and he said how incredibly nice you were, how supportive you were, especially when he was struggling in the classroom, and you love the Mets. So what more? That's right. So on behalf of the Westfield Board of Education, I do have the pleasure of presenting you with a resolution tonight, and I'm going to make you come stand up here next to me while I read it to you. Thank you so much. So this is a resolution by the Board of Education of Westfield, New Jersey, to Anna Carissimo, the Rotary Club of Westfield 2019 Phil Hauer Fellow. Whereas Charles Phil Hauer distinguished himself as an outstanding educator during 30 years of service as Westfield Superintendent of Schools from 1917 to 1947, helping establish Westfield as a premier school district in the state of New Jersey. And whereas the Rotary Club of Westfield has established a fellowship in memory of Charles Phil Hauer, co-founder and past president of the Rotary Club. And whereas this memorial is a fitting tribute to the importance of teaching in the elementary grades and the nobility of the teaching profession, and whereas Anna Carissimo, a fourth grade teacher at Jefferson Elementary School, who has been serving Westfield elementary students since 2000, has been awarded the 27th Annual Phil Hauer Fellowship for outstanding teaching, interest in children, and continued pursuit of professional growth. And whereas Anna Carissimo is commended for her enthusiasm for teaching and excellent instructional practices, setting clear and realistic academic and social-emotional expectations use of technology to enhance learning, and her commitment and dedication to the children and families of Westfield, particularly by instilling a love of learning in her students and recognizing each child as an individual. So true. Now, therefore, be it resolved that this Board of Education publicly expresses appreciation to the Rotary Club for establishing this award, and that this Board of Education sincerely congratulates Anna Carissimo for being named the 2019 Charles Philhauer Fellow, a significant honor and a notable accomplishment, and that this resolution be presented to Anna Carissimo on May 7th, 2019, and that a copy of this formal resolution becomes a part of the permanent records of this Board of Education. Congratulations, Mrs. Carissimo. So on behalf of the board, I also just want to recognize the Jefferson School community. I mean, clearly, we're the best. You guys were amazing, so wonderful tonight. But thank you, and we want to give everyone a time to congratulate Mrs. Carissimo. We're going to take a short break. I know the PTO has some refreshments in the back, so we'll suspend and then I think start up again in a little bit. So enjoy.
Thank you.
That was a lovely ceremony, but we'd like to continue with the rest of the meeting. And I'd like to really thank everybody here at Jefferson PTO. This truly is a special meeting for us on the Board of Education. And I know that we all volunteer our time to give back to education, and we take our jobs very seriously. But one of the principals here in Westfield said, who was also a former board member, always remember to laugh and smile. And this is a day that we really get to smile and appreciate all of the work that the teachers do here in the district. And thank you very much, Mrs. Carissimo. Thank you. So our first order of business after our celebration are announcements. Rob?
2 announcements and a plug. Please note the new date and time of the following event. The Westfield High School PTSO invites parents and students ages 10 and up to a special screening of the documentary Angst, Raising Awareness Around Anxiety on May 21st at 6:30 p.m. at Westfield High School. The event will feature a viewing of the 56-minute film, followed by an informative panel discussion moderated by Westfield Public Schools Director of Counseling Services, Maureen Mazaris, and featuring mental health professionals specializing in anxiety in teens. Attendees are invited to arrive at 6:20 to participate in a meditative deep breathing to de-stress exercise. Admission is free and space is limited. Click here to reserve tickets, www.showclix.com/event/angst-Westfield. Second note, members of the Westfield High School Youth and Government Club recently participated in the 81st Annual New Jersey Youth and Government Conference, receiving an experimental lesson on civic engagement and responsibility and earning top honors, including outstanding delegation. The 3-day YMCA-sponsored program provides a legislative simulation that has students acting as state senators, assemblymen, justices, lobbyists, members of the media, and other political powerhouses. Additional honors awarded members of the Westfield High School team included outstanding legislation, outstanding first-year delegate, and outstanding judicial brief. Congratulations to the Youth and Government Club and advisors David Delafera and Daniel Faribaugh. And also the plug, the Wilson School annual Mother's Day plant sale is this Thursday and Friday, so bye.
Tara.
The Food Bank of New Jersey recently honored Westfield High School students who collected more than 5,800 pounds of food items for local families in need. Of the 62 schools in 16 counties who participated in the Students Change Hunger campaign last fall, Westfield High School collected the most food. which, according to the Community Food Bank, fed more than 1,000 families in the community. So congratulations to Westfield High School for that.
It's amazing. Michael?
The Westfield High School bands, in collaboration with Edison and Roosevelt Intermediate Schools, will present their 8th annual Jazz Under the Stars on Saturday, May 11th, beginning at 6 p.m. in the WHS courtyard. The event is open to the entire community and will feature performances by the WHS choralers as well as the jazz bands. Tickets are $5 in advance before Wednesday, May 5th, and $8 at the door. In the event of rain, the program will be held in Westfield High School Cafeteria B. For ticket information and more information, please contact Director of Bands, Krister Vitale, at cvitale@westfieldnjk12.org.
Thanks, Michael. Brendan?
The Westfield Debate Team will have a recruitment and information session for rising 7th through 12th grade students in the Westfield Public Schools on Tuesday, May 14th from 7:30 to 8:30 p.m. at the Westfield High School Student Center. Award-winning public forum debaters will square off in a demonstration debate to show potential recruits what competitive academic debate looks like. Please contact westfielddebateteam@gmail.com with any questions. Additional information can be found on the district website at www.westfieldnjk12.org in the Community Flyers folder under Family Resources.
Thanks, Brendan. Brian?
Rotary Club of Westfield presents its second annual gala, art exhibition, and auction on Saturday, May 18th at the First Congressional Church, 125 Elmer Street in Westfield. Preview begins at 7 p.m. The auction begins at 8 p.m. Admission is $10 per person, wine, beer, hors d'oeuvres included. For more information, call 201-410-8282 or email Joe Mindak at joe@theconnective.me.
Thank you. Ken?
Thank you. A charity volleyball game that pitted Washington school staff against members of the Westfield Police Department netted $2,261 for the Westfield Food Pantry. The April 30th event was well attended and much fun. A special thanks to all participants and spectators who turned out to support this charitable event.
Thank you. Gretchen?
A reminder that the deadline for nominations for the Optimist Club's Intermediate School Outstanding Teacher Award is this Friday, May 10th. 2 intermediate school teachers, one from Edison and one from Roosevelt, will be chosen to receive the award at an Optimist Club dinner and will be honored at a Board of Ed meeting in June. Nominations should specify ways in which the teacher has demonstrated outstanding teaching, interest in children, and continued pursuit of professional growth. The nominee must be a full-time teacher in the Westfield Public Schools in grades 6 through 8 for a minimum of 5 years. Students, parents, and staff are encouraged to submit nomination letters to Outstanding Teacher Award Committee of the Optimist Club of Westfield, care of the Office of the Superintendent, Westfield Public Schools, 302 Elm Street, Westfield, New Jersey, 07090. Letters also can be emailed to OptiAward, OPTIAWARD, at westfieldnjk12.org. Thank you.
Thank you, Gretchen. Dr. Dolan, do you have any announcements?
I do not.
The next meeting of the Westfield Board of Education will be held on Tuesday, May 21st at 7:30 p.m. at 302 Elm Street. We will honor the state and regional performing arts students at that time. The complete agenda will be available on Friday, May 17th on the board section of the district website and also available in the business office at 302 Elm Street. Thank you. At this time, I'd like to recognize the public for agenda items only. Seeing nobody come to the podium, we'll move on to superintendent's reports, which we've already had. We had a lovely presentation of our Rotary Club Philhauer, if you're joining us later in the evening. I'd like the board to approve the minutes of our board meeting held on April 30th, 2019, and the private minutes of April 30th of 2019. All in favor? Oh, can I have a second? Kent, all in favor? Aye. Any opposed or abstained? Okay. Great. Personnel, Kent.
Hi, I'd like the board to consider personnel items 1 through 22. Can I have a second, please? Second. Thank you, Rob. Dr. Dillon, I think you have something to say on.
I do. You know, I'm fortunate whenever there is a retirement, I get to acknowledge the work of a person. But this is going to be a first tonight, so listen carefully, okay? Tonight I am announcing with regret the retirement of Edison teacher Dr. Jean Ehrlich. After 50, that's 50 years of service to Westfield students. Jean has provided technology education for thousands of students, beginning with a data processing course in 1969, and progressing along with the evolution of the field to current courses which include problem solving and decision making utilizing technology. Jean places particular emphasis on the social and ethical aspects of the technology, and this provides lifelong awareness for his students. While he has always been proud of the relevant content of his courses, he had added immeasurable value by working with students outside of the classroom as well, whether through his chamber music club, or chaperoning all kinds of student activities, or dressing in costume for the annual Edison Student Government event. Jean has made meaningful connections with his students. Jean's wife and daughters are thrilled that he is retiring so that he can spend more time with his family, and we wish him well in his next phase of life after serving Westfield for 50 years.
Dana, can I have a roll call?
Mike Beelan?
Yes.
Kent Diamond?
Yes.
Brendan Galligan?
Yes.
Rob Garrison?
Yes.
Brian Morrissey?
Yes.
Gretchen Olig?
Yes, although I abstain from item 14.
Tara Porto?
Yes.
Peggy Oster?
Yes. Moving along, facilities, Gretchen.
No report.
Great. Long-range planning. Amy is not able to be with us this evening. She had a little accident. She's doing fine. But I don't believe she had any report for long-range planning. We had a meeting before last meeting, and she gave everybody an update at that point in time. So, policies, Brendan.
I ask the board to approve policy item number 1, affirming the superintendent's decision in HIB incident 19L02 and 19L03 and 19R05 for the reasons set forth therein. Thank you, Kent. Dana?
Mike Beelan?
Yes.
Kent Diamond?
Yes.
Brendan Galligan?
Yes.
Rob Garrison?
Yes.
Brian Morrissey?
Yes.
Gretchen Olig?
Yes.
Tara Porto?
Abstain.
Peggy Oster?
Yes. Moving on to curriculum. Once again, Amy is not here. All 3 of the items that I'd like everybody to consider, I believe, have been discussed at last week's meeting. So I propose that we vote on items 1 to 3. Do I have a second? Rob? Any questions? No. Dana?
Mike Beelan?
Yes.
Kent Diamond?
Yes.
Brendan Galligan?
Yes.
Rob Garrison?
Yes.
Brian Morrissey?
Yes.
Gretchen Olig?
Yes.
Tara Porto?
Yes.
Peggy Oster?
Yes. Moving right along. Finance. I'd like the board to consider items 1 to 6. Do I have a second? Kent? Any questions?
No.
Nope. Dana?
Mike Beelan?
Yes.
Kent Diamond?
Yes.
Brendan Galligan?
Yes.
Rob Garrison?
Yes.
Brian Morrissey?
Yes.
Gretchen Olig?
Yes.
Tara Porto?
Yes.
Peggy Oster?
Yes. Technology. Do you have anything, Michael?
I'm afraid to talk. No update since our last meeting.
I'd like the board to consider the notes for the record. Okay. Do we have any unfinished business? Any new business? Any liaison reports? I'll talk a little bit. Last night I attended the Rec Commission meeting where they were discussing how the Westfield ice rink went this past year and the potential of doing it again next year. They decided to table their vote till their meeting a month from now, or I think it's beginning of June, because they wanted a little bit more time to read the data that they received from the gentleman who put up the ice rink. So I think you have to check the thing. I think they said their meeting is June 3rd, when they will be revisiting this again and hopefully voting to present an option to the town council to consider doing the ice rink again here in Westfield. So, any other liaison reports? No? I'd like to recognize the public for questions or comments. Seeing nobody come to the podium, we'll move on to private session. So I'm approve the following resolution. Resolve that the Board of Education move into private session for the purpose of discussing matters rendered confidential by state and federal law, the board's self-evaluation, and be it further resolved that any discussion held by the board which need not remain confidential and results of the discussion will be made public as soon as practicable. Do I have a second? Second. Tara? Thank you. So we're adjourned.